Huang.
It's Susana from Soulmate Debunked.
It's that time of day again because Susana is procrastinating, so I'm forcing her to do broadcasts. You know what? I'm gonna just adjust a little bit because then people can see more of you.
Oh.
And less of me. Here, you know what? Here you go. Then we both sing that. Today is Susana's big birthday. Happy birthday!
Thank
I've
you.
been trying to celebrate her birthday whole day now. So, you know, we got a dinner going on still, but...
We eat a lot already.
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about. Friendships and a lot of food and coffee and shopping.
Yeah, I've been eating whole day. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
if I have stomach for dinner,
So
but you know, I think we can. For food, we can always say yes.
We can always say yes to
Yes.
food. Always say yes to food.
So anyway, this is a big milestone for her. So I would like her to come up and have a share with you guys on her birthday.
Right.
Talk about self-confidence.
So we were, of course, so Joanne was forcing me. She goes, come on, you have to do your weekly broadcast. I'm like,
That's right.
I know. And we actually had a conversation over lunch about this, how I was making excuses for of being busy and all that. And we all do. But at the end of the day, there's some lot of more underlying things aside from the excuses, right?
Yes.
So that's why she's forcing me, and I go, and every time it's a wake-up call. It's, you know, and if you need that reminder from someone in your life or notifications on your phone of reminders of what you need to do, you have to have that. So I'm grateful to have this one beside me to celebrate my birthday.
You know,
and
I gotta
remind me.
force you, otherwise no one's pushing you. So
But we are talking about, okay, so
Self-confidence.
then she says to me, okay, well, let's do a broadcast. And I was like, oh, but I usually plan ahead. I have to write my script.
And you
get
guys know me,
everything ready.
I hate planning, so
Right.
I'm not good at planning.
So what's a good topic? And I
Yeah.
said, you know, actually, but I want to talk about self-confidence because as my fans know that for all the things that I talk about on Soulmate Debunked, it's usually relating to love and relationships, but you know, I want to always keep things on a practical level as well too. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, it's nice and easy for us to always talk about how, you know, how to find that one, but at the end of the day, if you don't feel good about yourself and you don't feel confident, you're not going to approach anything in life with that sense of energy, of confidence, and attracting that other person as well too, right?
Yeah.
So the one thing I wanted to ask you and point out is, you know, when someone, how important is it, okay, you know how when, obviously for women, you know, we spend money on looking good and making sure that we have that we look presentable in order to feel confident about ourselves.
Yeah.
But how much of that is actually important in triggering real self-confidence inside you? Or do you think it's the opposite, that we should really don't worry about all the outward stuff to make ourselves feel good?
I would never say something like that.
I'm sorry. It's important. It's important.
It's
right?
important to make yourself look good.
Yeah.
You know, the reality is you look at the mirror all the time.
Yeah.
You check yourself out. You walk by the window. You check yourself out a little bit. The reality is you're checking yourself out all the time. So you have to like what you see. You know, you have to like you. If you're always sloppy, every time you check in the mirror, it couldn't help. You just have that sloppy image in you. So what I'm saying is, like, a lot of women would have two intentions. From the group of people I know, they have two intentions. Some people put the makeup on or things like that so they can attract other people.
Yeah.
In that regard, I don't see that kind of confidence.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't really look good in a way. But there are women who simply put the makeup on or simply put all the cream on so they feel good about themselves. Right. You know, they do all that work just so they look pretty. They like what they see. Yeah. It's not about their husband love what they see or their boyfriend like what it is. They just simply love being, this is who I am, and I'm okay with it. That's that's a really what breaking point, I would say.
But that's a really good point, because I know a lot of people that that spend so much money on themselves and they make their outward appearance really, really beautiful. Yeah. But really, when it comes down to a social situation or networking, they're just kind of in the corner.
Yeah, they are not comfortable.
They're not comfortable with it, right? And it's so interesting, because then I've also seen the opposite, where some people say, you know what, I'm a good person. I don't need to, they're so anti-looking the materialistic part.
Yeah.
So then they think that my great personality
will shine,
and that will attract the right person. But
yeah, you know what? You know, you know, I know a lot of people, if they are psychic, spiritual like me, they would say, yeah, just focus inside, don't worry about outside.
And your inner light will glow and attract people.
Yeah,
but
you know,
right?
Whatever. What I'm saying is, do spend some time take care of yourself. If you have to like what you see.
Yeah.
You have to like this. Because every time you have a glance, check yourself in the car mirror or something, you have to like you. You have to like that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you guys an example. When I first couple years when I had baby, remember, did you know me then? I didn't know. I used to wear pajama.
Really?
I wear pajama whole day.
Even going out?
Well, yeah, yes, you know, whatever, some form of pajama.
Really?
And I used to justify as I don't care. I don't care what people think of me.
Yeah.
And I thought it makes sense. I don't care what people think of me. And it's not later on I realized I simply don't care about my body.
Oh, interesting.
Because you know how pajama is, right?
Yes.
And then you can eat like a pig, you can do things, you never feel tight when you overeat or things like that. Yeah. And then I give myself justification, I just don't care what people see.
Yeah.
The reality is I couldn't even look at mirror myself and like what I see. So I don't care what I wear. And it was not until I realized, you know what, that's not right. I deserve something better than that. I should treat myself better than that. So even at home, I would start changing to jeans. Yeah. Even at home, instead of wearing something comfortable, which everybody do, I will force myself to put a jean, I'll put a t-shirt on. Yes, it's still casual. It's not dressy. But then I look like I'm ready to open the door anytime. I look like I'm, mailman come on the door. Yes, I'm ready. My friend called me, say, ready to go out for coffee? Yeah, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? So those are the little things that people do and they are not aware they are doing it. Yeah. So that will fall into whatever you were just asking me, that should we bother to dress it? Should we bother to make ourselves look good
on the outside?
In any circumstances? I would say yes.
No, that's such a great point that you say, because even though I do a lot of work from home and all that, and I really I'm in front of the computer all the time. I don't need to see mailmen. I don't need to see even
really.
I don't need to see the mailman, or anything like that. But I have to say though, every morning when I get up, I always, maybe it's just through the same routine, but I always have to do not full makeup, but I feel, because for me it's always from the perspective of, what if somebody does show up, or I have to go out and just run out and meet someone, or whatever it is. It's always that mentality.
I want to be able to say I wake up like this.
I'm presentable, but it really does come down to feeling good about yourself.
You have to feel good about yourself. Yeah. You don't have to feel stressed. Like, oh my God, I have so much stress. Yeah. There's a low internet connection, but it's okay. Oh. No, it got back to normal now. Oh, okay. So you don't have to feel stressed like, oh my God, I have to put on my makeup before I can go out and things like that. But I was saying, whether you put makeup on or you don't put makeup on, you have to be okay. Yeah. I'm okay with me, right? Yes.
But it's not about being shallow or anything, because of course when if you're so and you know yourself well enough, and that helps with your self-confidence, then you're not, when someone comes up to you, we're going to use the coffee shop, and someone bumps into you again.
I do have a coffee.
Don't pour it on me. She wasn't accidentally spilling last time. She wanted to pour the whole coffee.
I think I need to wash your clothes in my house. Come to my house. Let me wash your shirt. Let me have a shower if you need to.
Oh, that's really good pickup line.
Oh,
really
totally.
Good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I spill the coffee on you?
Did I pour all that coffee and food on you?
Come to my house and have a shower.
all these little. We can actually do all these commercials, I tell you. Yeah. So, anyways, but
I'm so sorry. That was my bad. I would try to click on something, and then I accidentally shut you guys off. It's my bad. So
okay. So anyway, we were talking about. Is it shallow of us to Is it shallow of us to always try to think about outward appearance? I don't think so. It's about if it makes you feel confident and good about yourself. Because think about it, if you don't spend any time or effort on your outside, right, on the appearance,
you most likely don't spend anything inside.
Anything inside as well too. And here's the other scenario as well too. Okay, so everybody, we're talking about meeting people and going out and whether it's soulmate or not, but just going out and meeting people and finding the love of your life, right? Come on, if you guys were in a coffee shop and there was a guy or a girl sitting there and they didn't look that presentable, not about looks, okay, don't get me wrong, it's not about looks, but when someone doesn't feel presentable enough, they're saying to the world, don't talk to me.
Yeah, stay away from me.
Stay away from me, right? And that's the thing. But if you're kind of just, you feel good about yourself, you're wearing maybe brighter colors, you want to, it's almost like flowers. That's how they attract the bees. Yes,
I'm wearing my gold jacket today.
I know. It's beautiful. It's really gold. It's really rich. It's really wealthy.
So anyway, so what I really want to say is, instead of appearance, I say you and me are not 20 years old anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we are not 20 years old. I mean, we can be forever 20 something, but we're not 20. You say come this far, what made you feel very proud of yourself aside from your appearance?
Is looking after yourself.
You'll be able, like, the ability to be able to look after yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you able to do that? Like, I know, like, we're not particularly tall or we're not particularly beautiful, but what can we walk down the street without caring what other people think about us? I think the confidence is actually come from a belief of something that when you walk down the street, you really don't give a shit what people think about you.
It is,
right?
Is, yeah.
Because you're very happy and content with the package you have.
Yeah.
So I would say now let's share wisdom. From your age and my age, what really think you make the change? Like what changed it? Like, now you look back to your 20s, you realize all we care is how we look.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we talk about look. Yeah. But nowadays, I notice we don't really, we do certain degree of that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really control our life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's a great question. I think for me, and so I'll own up to it, and I told you on this, when I was in my 40s, I told no one my age, because I think for me there was some kind of shame to say that, I haven't achieved this level of success or all these kind of criteria of what people thought were successful in life. But I'll finally own up to it, and I'll say it now. I just turned the big 50 today. 50. And you know what?
I'm still 28.
She's still 28. I'm 32 really, but
Stop sitting far away from me.
I know. There you go. So, so there was a lot of, for the first time, I'm proud to kind of own up to the age. But getting back to your question, I think what really made the difference for me was really knowing who you are. And when I started knowing who I was myself, I actually then started developing my own style of identity. So before, I always thought, I gotta do the tight mini skirts, or dress really provocatively or more sexy to attract, and that's how you attract other males and all that. But at this age, it's not about this as being comfortable, but it's just my style as well too. You find your own identity.
You find your own style.
And that identity is also then knowing who you are, what your interests are, what you like. Yeah. And because you can't be everything to everyone, and some people always change their style and all that. And there's nothing wrong about exploring and finding out different things, because we've all went through different phases in life, like whether it's punk or rock and roll or sporty look. It's like the Spice Girls, they're sporty, scary, baby, Yeah. Eventually, you have to figure out who you are and what your interests are. And don't think that, the person that I like or the type of people that I like, they're all gym people, so I need to dress all sporty. But it's like, no, it's not about them. It's about you and you projecting enough just self-confidence, because always switch it around. Like I think one of the easiest things for me is I always switch it around. If I'm looking a certain way, would I want to talk to myself? If I were...
we actually have a topic like that. We are saying in order to attract someone you have to first be the person that you want to fall in love with. Yeah. So when I look at myself, I'm like, you know what? I can really fall in love with you. You look cool. The whole package is cool. Emotional wise, everything. Yeah. I like you so much. So be able to look at yourself in that perspective, then you most likely will attract people who also appreciate it. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you every time you look at the mirror yourself and you're like, I really don't like this. You're too fat. You're too stupid. You're not good enough, and things like that. The thought you continue putting to yourself most likely will attract other people to believe that way about you too. Yeah. So that's why earlier today we were having this whole broadcast in Chinese, basically saying, in order for people to attract things into their life, no matter it's wealth or relationship or things like that, you first make yourself become that magnet. And how do you become that magnet? Which almost fall into what you just shared with me, is once you start to know yourself better, once you start like yourself better, once you start, you know, enjoy me as an identity, enjoy what I do, enjoy the choice I made, and things like that. All those little bits add up to become your full identity. Your full identity. I just like this. I like this, who I am. And I notice as people aging, those are the something like you gain from experience, from life experience. I notice like for women in general or guys especially, as they aging, the more they are certain about themselves, the more they are confident about themselves, they start bring out certain attractiveness, you know what I mean?
There's certain things about them.
Things start to get people to pay attention. Like,
and it's not about it's not about looking like like a supermodel or like super fit or you know like.
But I always say it's the way they carry themselves.
Yes.
So it's the way they carry themselves. You're like, it's actually quite a good-looking.
See, and that's the thing. It's like a vibe. It's some kind of an energy, and you can't describe it, right? And that's why there's certain things that we get attracted to. But another great point as well too is sometimes, you know, we make ourselves go out all pretty with the with the intention of wanting to attract someone, but then we go into like a restaurant or shopping or coffee shop. Come on, we're sitting in there and you're, you know, making sure that you're even drinking the coffee nicely because you want, because you're attracting people.
People touch that much hair when they're drinking coffee.
but the thing is
I'm living in a different world.
I know. But we can't force the issue, is what I'm saying. It's like, you know, yes, you make yourself look good to be presentable, to attract people, but at the end of the day, don't force so hard to do, unless obviously you purposely know you're getting dressed up to go on a blind date or to go on a date or something like that, right? But if you're doing it with always like, okay, I'm gonna look good, I'm gonna make myself get all dressed up, I'm gonna go out and, you know, try to meet someone, bump into someone, it's like, don't force it. You can't force that stuff as well too, right? I mean, you may be able to meet someone through that, but I guarantee you, and trust me, I do say this from years of experience, those relationships usually are very, again, all those superficial ones, right?
You know what? When you say coffee, we're talking about how we meet people coffee. We just assume we meet people in coffee shop, but the reality is not.
We keep saying that, it's going to happen.
But you know what? Mention that actually brought us something I find very interesting. My whole youth life, I spent a lot of time in coffee shop because I'm a writer, right? So I spent a lot of time in coffee shop. I don't usually get picked up. I don't get picked up. I hope people, you know, that stranger will walk by me and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sam, can I have your number or something?" That never happened. Honestly, that never happened. But you know what? Do I ever got picked up in the coffee shop? Yes. And then let me tell you one situation. The time I got picked up in the coffee shop is actually when I'm fully enjoying the conversation with my friend. I'm having a big laugh on my day. And then I'm laughing myself silly. I'm like, oh my God, that's too funny. And at this point, I just don't care. I was not there picking up any guy. I'm just simply in the coffee shop, enjoy a good cup of coffee, enjoy a good dessert, and having a good laugh with my friend. Usually, this is a time some guy, some woman, or some lady, they will come and say, "I'm sorry, I just have to tell you, you got the best smile ever."
Oh, really? That happened to you? And that's
always. When I have no intention to pick up any guy.
Right?
When I have no intention, all I do is be there and totally enjoy myself. In a conversation. So what I'm saying is, I mean,
sorry, ambulance. It's from my place.
Well, I live by the hospital. You should be more than
I live by a fire station, so.
Oh, here you go. So anyway,
fireman.
So what I'm saying is, I think that go back to what we say before. When we walk down the street, we often notice those people who carry themselves really well. Right.
Yes.
We don't actually pay attention to those people.
Sorry. And I've got another little trick for you too. That's something that I do, but I'll share with you afterwards.
You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is, it's not those people who dress really nice, wear a lot of makeup or things like that caught our attention. It's usually the person who is so comfortable on their whole being. And there's something about their behavior make them glow. And when they glow, you know, it just draw people to them. It make people want to talk to them. It make people want to, like, has a piece of them.
Yeah, approach
You know what I
them or anything. People will do, and it's not. People will never. Don't ever think, oh, people are shy to approach other people in this day and age. That's not the case at all. You know, it's not.
Then we couldn't quite say that because we're living in North America.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, compared to Asia, Asia is a little bit more reserved, I would say.
But people, they are a bit more reserved. But I think that if you, in those kind of situations, it's, no, people will, I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too, actually. In Asia, I always sometimes we got people who say, I just want you to let you know you got a really good smile.
Yeah.
That's usually the opening line I got.
or even if they don't say anything to you, when they walk by, they'll just make sure they make eye contact with you. And then they'll give you a nod. A good nod is good.
A good nod is good. A good nod is better than no nod.
Exactly.
This is the time you say, phone number, please?
That's the time you say, like, hi. Selfie? Should we get a selfie?
Selfie, please.
We're so bad.
We are bad. We come to this age, we don't care. We have no image.
Right. So, but getting back to what you're saying as well, though, too. So, this is a little interesting tip for you guys too, and I've noticed this recently because it's kind of worked for me. So I would be, a lot of times when I go out, I have my, I have my glasses on so I can see, right? But then I always had my headphones on, and I always have music. It's just because I love
They always say people who wear headphones they refuse to talk to the outside world.
That's what they think. But for me, it's because I love to walk to the tune of good music. Now, here's the thing though, I always have on repeat the one good song that always makes me feel good. And when I go walk outside and I feel good, for some reason, I may look like a weirdo, but I have this smile on my face, like I'm like this, and I have a smile on my face. And I kid you not, there's been so many times where I've had smiles back at me because of that.
Yeah, because they probably hear the tune that you're hearing.
Maybe.
Yeah, people
right?
don't realize they're doing that. They actually can hear. Like we come to this more aware world.
Yeah.
Like people not realize sometimes I can look at a person and almost feel like I'm hearing the same song they're hearing.
Really? So I've had so many guys and girls kind of just like, walking across me and smiling as well
just,
too. So whatever for me, that's what helps put me in that kind of, mood to, and not going out and like, boy, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah,
right?
I just want to go from A to B.
Yeah, no. So but if I'm gonna go to A to B, I might as well have a nice walk and going there, and and be in that kind of good mood, right? Yeah. So because you can bump into somebody in the street also.
Yeah, well, really?
While we're each holding coffee. There's a coffee theme.
What's up with coffee? I just like to use it. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, do you need some shower?
You keep spilling. You're not spilling anymore. You're just pouring the whole coffee thing on me. But anyway, so getting back to wrap up this whole.
So what would be your suggestion or opinion or anything you can give to all those people like who's still asking about self-esteem? Like,
self-esteem, you know what?
Self-confidence. I don't know how to get my self-confidence. I want to look good. I want to do this. I want to do like.
First of all, find your own style and identity. Do what makes you feel comfortable, but I'd have to say every day, and it doesn't have to be a big ordeal, make the effort, because if you make the effort on yourself, people are going to make the effort on you. And that's how it all stems out. But it all goes back to your same thing. We talk about self-love, It's a very big category. It can be very confusing. It's like, wow, okay, well, what does it really mean? But self-love is many things. It's self-respect, it's self-dignity, but a lot of the key thing as well too is just looking out after yourself. And it's not just health and on the surface thing, but
looking out for yourself.
It is really taking care and taking ownership of your own self, because don't think that someone's going to take care of you. Don't rely on that.
Don't
rely on that.
You
have to, it has to stem from yourself.
No, it should be like no one can take better care of you than
yourself.
You.
Yeah. So, but it is for me, it is finding your own style, whatever that style may be. I don't care if it's high fashion, I don't care if it's punk rock and roll, or, whatever kind of fashion styles there is, but whatever makes you feel good and happy.
Whatever you look in the mirror and you say, this is me.
I
mean, of course, there are a lot of...
And you have fun with it, too.
Like, honestly, there are a lot of YouTubers put on nice makeup. They look nicer than me. They dress nicer. For me, honestly, my whole life, I think I'm a jeans girl. I'm a jeans girl. So, I love jeans. I have one easy t-shirt. I can change different t-shirt. You know, of course, they have nice clothes out there, but
Yeah.
I think this is me. They're just me, right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you want to attract the people that's not really going to be focused on your outward appearance. Because that stuff is never going to last, and you can't upkeep it.
So what am I working out for?
To eat more food, so we can eat more food.
That is so true, because I am a foodie.
We are foodies.
I am a foodie. So
we can eat more food.
I'm working out for myself. You know what? I'm working out so one day if I'm pissed off at somebody, I can knock the shit out of them. So
Okay.
I want to be able to do that, okay?
Okay. So you knock the food out of their hand and take their
I want to
food.
be able to do this.
Yeah.
Want to fight?
No food fights.
No, I want to do something like Alita. You know, like Alita?
Oh yeah, I gotta
You know?
go see that. She just
So,
saw Alita.
anyway.
So anyways, a self-confidence thing. Find your own identity. It's a little thing first, but really just make the little bit of the effort every day.
Yeah.
Make a little bit of the effort.
A little bit effort really make
really.
make
And
a
you
difference.
have to make sure that when you go walk past the mirror or something like that, then you can go back and you can just give yourself a little smile, just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like you.
Yeah,
I
but
think you-
some people don't even. We said this, but some people don't even look at the mirror
No,
at
they
themselves.
can't.
Right?
Because the human tendency is when they look at the mirror, they look at what's a faults of them,
Yeah.
and then the area they need to be corrected.
Yeah.
So, you know, really all you
Yeah.
have to do is change it a little bit. Because people stand in the mirror, the first thing they say, oh, I'm too fat. Oh, I need to lose some weight.
Yeah, they're very
You
critical.
know,
of
there's a
themselves.
pimple there. Oh, They
Yeah.
don't look at, hey, beautiful.
Yeah,
Hey, good morning. How are you?
It is, right?
Right,
But
yeah.
you do a little bit of that every day. And it doesn't take, like, you know, when we say do a little bit of that, like, you guarantee you'll start feeling better. You will start feeling something, you know, in a short period of time. When I mean short period of time, don't quote me to this, but, you know, it's not going to take years. I mean, it probably will take
3 months.
Months.
I
right?
usually suggest
Yeah.
if you do now, I'm gonna give you a time frame, or if you do it 3 times a week, you will see the changes in 3
will.
months. If you do it once a week, you will be able to see the change in 6 months. So those are, I noticed those are the time frame that work for human being. It's always
And
been
they're
like
very
3 months,
realistic.
6 months, and 8 months. Yeah.
And they're very realistic. And here's the thing, though, too. When you feel confident about yourself, it's not about waiting for that person to come up to you and smile. When you feel confident,
Hi.
you can just say, like, hi.
Really?
How you
I
doing?
dare you.
Dare is on. I'll take it.
You better take it, because I got no problem doing that, but you have problem doing that.
I can.
Well,
We'll try the
now
dare.
it's online. Now it's in the public.
Okay.
I dare you.
Well, I'm not going to go like, how you
Oh,
doing? But I'll go up
challenge
to them.
yourself.
And I'll
Why
say,
not? Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
The side joke we were talking about that everybody.
Yeah.
People who follow my broadcast in Chinese, of course, they all know the inside joke called the money god loved yellow.
Oh, yeah.
So ever since I done the broadcast, everybody go down the street spotting whoever wearing the yellow. And then we start having a laugh saying, yeah, when yellow, they want to know they are insider. We want you to touch your eyebrow and then we touch your ear.
Like,
So we walk out like this.
we walk out like this.
This is my jacket today. That's our jacket. So right away I know it's insider.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I don't need to touch my eyebrow or ear.
Yeah.
But that would be your way of saying hello, you know.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm sure she's going to capture that on video somehow. Right.
I'm gonna show
But
you.
anyways, yeah, oh, it's beautiful. Isn't that beautiful?
Come on, I'm walking money, okay?
It is. In the sunshine, that reflected so much light. I was like, I'm getting a sunburn from your jacket.
So anyway.
Anyways, get yellow.
Yes.
So hopefully that helped. But it's a much bigger topic, but it's a
Yeah.
little bit of something, and I wanted to obviously share kind of what helped me as well too. It's not something that happens overnight, but you have to work on it, and it is important. It is important. So, but how are we doing for time?
We're doing good. So
Yeah, okay.
anyway, she did her once a week. Finally, yeah, on her special
Thank
day.
you.
Everybody wish her happy birthday.
Aw.
It's her big milestone, and then I'm pretty sure from now on, it's only gonna go better from here.
It is weekly. She's gonna hold me to it still though too.
Yeah,
And we're working on something else that we talked about. I told her about my idea for
Yeah.
matching. So
Oh.
we'll announce that like
Yeah, we'll announce it
Once
later.
we- yeah.
It's exciting. She shared the idea with me. It sounds kind of exciting, and then can't wait to share with you all. Hopefully, she can rush it out so I can actually share it when I'm in Taiwan. So anyway, let's wrap it up. Again, if you like what I'm doing, you can join us live, subscribe us. Buy me coffee by watching the commercial, or go to my website, reown.com.
And I'm on Soulmate Debunk, so we'll catch you there.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.